Hello and welcome. I'm on the used lot. We're going to check out a used cop car. Yep, a 2016 Taurus police car. Ford actually doesn't call this a Taurus officially. It's called the Police Interceptor, not the Taurus. So they came with a 3.7 or 3.5. Now it actually shows 3.5, but it didn't show turbo, so it doesn't say EcoBoost. We don't know what engine's actually in this vehicle. It's seen its fair share of rough use. We're going to see that in a minute. You do get a cool LED spotlight and Goodyear Eagles 245/55 R18, and yeah, they're pretty thin. I will say that they're pretty thin. The door handle, I mean, there's scratches all over it. The door handle is well used. Has 135,000 miles on it. So they keep it blind spot monitoring, but it doesn't have the blind spot monitor mirror on it. So that's pretty interesting. You get a column shifter in them as well. That's unusual to see that in there. It's all worn. I mean, this thing, I don't know what the police department was, somewhere in Ohio. This door doesn't meet here evenly, if you notice that. I don't know what happened. Carfax does not show an accident, but that tire's pretty thin too. But I will say this, that if they repaired it themselves, Carfax wouldn't show an accident. So here's where some devices were mounted on the car. We've got reverse sensing. You get the police interceptor on the back there. This was, who knows what was back here mounted. Look at, I mean, the paint is in poor condition. Could use a paint job, I will say that. And you get the key. You can't, there's no popper inside police cars generally, because they don't want the perps popping the trunk. So, pretty interesting. Let's see what we're doing on this one. This one's a little bit better. It's very worn. This one doesn't match either. It's not as bad in this handle, so this person, whoever had this car, must have drove it themselves. I would say a good trip to Earl Scheib would be in order on this vehicle. I will say that. You could certainly use that. Ooh, this tire's really got to go. That tire's ready to be done. Ready to be done with that tire. I mean, 111.9 for this. That has 135,000 miles on it. Could this be for you? Now in Indiana, and check your state, this car is legal to drive because it doesn't have a unique coloring. But like our sheriff cars here are brown and tan, and you could not drive that in Indiana without painting it. This one you can. White is a color you could have purchased. So, and I do think the push bar is super cool on it. You don't, you'd never see those anywhere. It doesn't have any police lights on it, so it gets it. All it gets is heavy duty alternator, column shift, you know, transmission, that kind of thing. Heavy duty battery. Cooling systems upgraded on them. Some of these had water pump issues. I don't know about this car. And this is another one on the Carfax. Okay, so when we look at the Carfax on this car, you'll see tons of things with the license plate lights. Now, I don't know if this car had license plate light problems, but almost every other thing on Carfax, they're replacing a license plate light bulb. Does that happen a lot on cars? I don't know. That's why I question whether or not, you know, the stuff that they even put on there is true half the time. We don't know. Either way, maybe time to put a police car in your driveway. Get those other drivers off the road, flash them with the brights, whatever. Get them out of there for 12 grand. This police car could be yours, all right? So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next On the Lot.